like we're losing the plot. This is the difference between our parents' generation and our generation. Our parents' generation, how they all got married was literally they had a friend that was like, oh, I see you being with this, my friend. And then boom, they're married, they're together. Da, da, da. Our day and age, we don't do that. I feel like we're not like, oh, I have this friend. You remind me of this person.
You know what's funny about that? My mom literally married my dad, but she was dating my dad's friend at the time. Like that was a real thing. Um, but today that doesn't work, and that's what actually is the thing is these you have these friend groups, right? And people are dating um in the friend groups, but y'all are just way too messy, bro. Like it's just like, and I'm gonna get to why I think y'all are way too messy
Then
today.
like y'all should, start talking. I just don't see a lot of friends introducing other friends to each other. I think it's better that way rather than all these like, like dating. I feel like we're losing the plot. This is the difference between our parents' generation and our generation. Our parents' generation, how they all got married was literally they had a friend that was like, oh, I see you being with this, my friend. And then boom, they're married, they're together. Da, da, da. Our day and age, we don't do that. I feel like we're not like, oh, I have this friend. You remind me of this person. Like, y'all should, start talking. I just don't see a lot of friends introducing other friends to each other. I think it's better that way rather than all these like, like dating apps or whatever. Like we need to go back to the drawing board. Think of a friend and another friend that you have that you think would match perfectly together. And I think people should just go from there. So many
The problem today is we know too much about our friends. Like that's just the honest truth, man. She's talking about social media. We know way too much about our friends these days to even recommend them to someone. And let me not speak for the room, I'll speak for myself. I have a lot of great friends. But when you know your friend XYZ and ABC, are you going to really recommend them for, you feel me? And it's sad because now it sounds like I'm throwing my friends under the bus, and I don't want to do that because I know a bunch of great guys, man. And I've actually been a great matchmaker. But this is just not the world that we live in today, bro. People rather get stuff started on the internet before in person because they interact with the internet so much. But let's see. Let me let her go.
headaches can be saved. Also, I do understand too that some people are like, oh, like I want to protect my friend, this, and that. Like, I don't want you to break my friend's heart, da da da. I personally feel like we should go back to the drawing board. Just be making arrangements because I'm trying to go to some weddings soon. I feel like we're losing.
Yeah, man. I mean, this is a fact, man. This is a fact. As someone who's been a part of a large friend groups, I don't think the issue is people aren't recommending friends to each other. It's just too much shit be happening. You feel me? How we gonna recommend you to a friend and we don't watch you bang out three friends? How does that work? We can't do much there. And that's for both genders, man. Like I've seen it both ways. You feel me? We all know that big friend group where everyone's messed around with each other. So you're wondering why no one's dating in the friend group, but you're like, okay, you start talking and getting to know people, you're like, oh, that's why y'all don't date. Because it's so much messing around that, like, you know what I'm saying? It's dead. It's dead, man. And it's a digital era. But that's my take on this. I mean, there's so many things I can sort of tangent off of, but I don't want to take words out of her mouth because I think what she's talking about is simple. I wish we could get back to introducing people to each other, to friends for dating. But I don't know. I just think that culture is dead. And she talked about dating apps. I was looking at some statistics, right? 80 million people in the US are now using dating apps or websites. That's about 30% of the population. 34% of men are on dating apps compared to 27% of women, right? So when a third of the population's on dating apps, I mean, it sort of speaks for itself, right? I can't tell you how many times I've, been speaking to people like, hey, do you know so and so? And they're like, oh, yeah, we matched on Hinge. I'm like, what the fuck do you mean? What does that even, what do you mean you matched on Hinge? Like, do you know them, or like did you guys just match a dating app? But people are essentially having preordained relationships before a relationship even has a chance to creep up. You feel me? Like, same thing with Tinder, same thing with XYZ. And so it makes for a lot of weird interaction. Like, I'm really happy because in my life, I don't really feel that. But I know a lot of people, because people are so heavy on social media, it's even hard for you to really meet and connect with someone in real life, because they'll be like, oh, bro, they followed me. You know, they followed me on the gram like 2 weeks ago, but I ain't say nothing, so I don't want to talk to them. I'm like, nigga, what? You feel me? Or like, oh yeah, she followed me, bro. Like, tell her my pictures. And it's like that. That shouldn't count as a real interaction. You feel me? I see people all the time. Like, if I see you on social media, I don't count that as I met you. I just count that as, oh, this person exists. And then when I do see you in real life, I keep it 3 stacks. I come up, yo, hey, how you doing? I don't try to act like I know you already or something's going on. But I've seen people do that, man. Like, people really act like they know you or something's going on based off like a social media interaction. And I think it kind of screws up the dating thing too, because imagine I want to put you on my friend, and the first thing everyone says, right? If we go back to Shorty, like, let's go back, right? So like what Shorty's saying, when I want to put you on with one of my friends, and the first thing you say is, let me see their IG. You feel me? Like, my nigga. and people, you don't understand how many times the let me see his or her IG turned into, nah, I'm cool. You feel me? And it's like, bro, you don't even know them, man. They really might be cool. Like, maybe they just not photogenic. But that's what happens. It'd be like, yo, I want to introduce you to my friend. Let me see they shit. Let me get they snap. Let me see a picture. And it's like, gang, like, come on, we ain't even like, can you meet them first? You feel me? Like, me, I'm not even one of the type of people, but even when I'm talking with the homies, like, it'd be like, bro, oh, there's this girl I'm talking to, and I'm like, oh, that's what's up. That's good. I'm happy for you. Let me show you her IG. My nigga, what you mean? Let me show you her IG? Like, bro, nah, like, we got to get back to, you know, just in-person interaction in general before we can even get into the let's introduce friends to friends. We just got to get back to the interaction in person, man. Because like this dating app stuff, right? If we go back to these statistics, like this dating app stuff is just not healthy. You feel me? I see, let me see. Ain't nobody said, okay, cool. But yeah, this dating app stuff, it's where people want to go now. And so all the dating apps, whether people want to admit it or not, they all have connotations to them. You feel me? So like when we look at a few of them here, when we look at Tinder, Hinge, Bumble, whatever the app is, from what I know, because I've never had one, so I'm just speaking from what I've talked to people. But depending on which data app you on, that determines how people are trying to interact with you, right? So if I take you on Tinder, for example, if you get on Tinder, yo, my nigga E said most girls on IG not pretty girls on IG not real. Nigga, drop that in the comments. He crazy, but essentially, if you get on Tinder, for example, every time dudes are on Tinder, it's always the precursor of we're trying to have sex. Like that's just Tinder. That's the dating app of Tinder. You feel me? Yo, my man's is making me laugh. And then versus like Hinge is more datey. So like I know a lot of my white friends, I'm not gonna out my homie, but I know a lot of my white boys, they be on Hinge heavy. So it's like they get on Hinge and they like, I'm trying to take you on a date. I'm trying to get to know you. I'm trying to XYZ with you. You feel me? So that's kind of what Hinge is for. When you talk about Bumble has its own whole, you know what I'm saying? I don't even want to get into that. But you know, Bumble is used a little bit differently. So because of that, you have the dating apps, then you also have social media interactions. It really F's up the game, if you think about it. My homie even said it here. He said, bro, the girls on IG, right? So IG got a whole other game to it. IG's a very flirtatious space, but it's very nuanced because you can like a post, you can like a reel, you can like a story, you can come in the DMs. So like IG has its own connotation with each one of those interactions. But the whole point is none of these are real interactions. Because like my guy just said, you get on there, they mess around, be awkward as hell. You know what I'm saying? You ever connect with someone on social media so good, you like, man, this dude, man, he cool as hell. Or you maybe for you guys who are talking to the shorties, she cool as hell. Then you guys meet in real life, and you like, where the energy at, bro? You feel me? Like where is you feel me, like Drewski, but still, like, where's the energy at? And that's what I hate social media for. And that's why, for me, honestly, I really try not to interact with niggas too much on the socials that I haven't interacted with in real life before. Because a dude will have all this energy for you. Pause. Not that I'm talking to dudes, but people have so much energy, then in real life it'd be like, oh, hi, I'm shy, sorry. And it's like, come on, yo. So it's fucking up the game. And my homie said, you know, people be conceited and antisocial. That's a real thing. Like, this generation, people don't realize this generation is becoming antisocial as a result of all of this stuff that they're going through with the socials. And honest to God, I can't even be that mad. Like, you can't even really be that mad at people for being antisocial, because it's like, what are you expecting? You feel me? Like, what do you really expect from people who watch TikTok all day? Me included. You feel me? I don't watch TikTok all day, but I be on the socials all day because I stream my pod. Like, you naturally gonna be antisocial. And my homie did make a good point. He said people be conceited. I think that's probably the last thing that comes into it, is the pride. You feel me? When you're on the socials all day, when you're posting yourself, trying to get the best angle of yourself, it leads to you naturally thinking very high of yourself, even though you shouldn't, because we all on the same standard. Because, like, one thing me and my homies would talk about, like, it's so sad, like, people consider shit like how many IG followers you got when they considering DMing you. And I'm like, what? Like, IG followers, whatever followers you have, that shouldn't mean nothing. But in this world now, with the digital world, it's like, yo, if someone got over 100,000 followers, or if someone got 10 bands on IG, I don't feel like DMing them. And I hear that a lot, and I'm like, bro, like, are they still human? You good then? Like, fuck, what we talking about? You feel me? Now, they may not get it, because if you got 10 bands, I can assume you getting some DMs, but that don't make you special. You feel me? I know, you know, I'm not gonna say names, but I can actually say some homies like Alyssa, for example. You know what I'm saying? She got a bunch of followers on that shit. She cool people. It's like, she regular. You feel me? Not to clown or say anything, but, like, you know, she a person. And maybe I shouldn't name drop, because she was just in some beef with some other influencers. So I hope they don't clip this up on me. I'm not famous yet, but you feel me? I feel the same way. You know, with a lot of people I met, like, oh, you got a bunch of followers, that don't make you not corny. That don't make you, and it's the same thing in reverse. We need that shit. People got to realize that in reverse. Like, I can't tell you how many times, like, I've been in a place and people be like, let me not say people be like, I'm gonna just speak for myself, right? Someone don't have that many followers, so it's just automatically assumed that they're a lame. And it's like, bro, nah, he just maybe don't be on socials like. You know what I'm saying? Even for me, man, I'm sitting at like a K followers. I'm nothing. You know what I'm saying? In the grand scheme of things, but that's on social media. In real life, I'm that nigga. I'm that nigga in real life. So, you feel me? I'm feeling it today. You guys feel it? You guys feel the energy? I'm feeling the energy today. You know, I try not to let this get too much in me, but social media really had you thinking a whole lot of shit going on that not supposed to be going on. So with that, man, I'm gonna go ahead and turn it over, man. That's a 16-minute monologue. I'm impressed. I ain't speak that hard and for that long. Pause in a minute. So we gonna watch a quick clip. We're gonna watch a cut clip. You feel me? Why modern dating sucks. And if you can reach out to me in the chat, feel free. If you want me to, you know, talk about a topic, feel free, man. I'm good to go. You know, I got the monologues on deck. Y'all know me. You know my body.
It's really strong right now, but people are so degenerate that it's hard to find someone that you can genuinely trust. Women don't want to give their love and commitment to a potential deadbeat who's just going to pump, dump, and dip and abandon her when it's convenient for him. And men don't want to give their love and commitment to a girl who is carrying all the baggage from her hoe phases. You can tell with stuff like situationships that people want a relationship, but they're just really hesitant right now. Speaking of which,
I can't blame people for that. Like the saying goes, we just know way too much about each other, bro. Like, I feel bad because when I speak to people, a lot of people do want to be in a relationship. Like, I really think it's a myth that no one wants to be in one. That's cap. It's just everyone's nervous as hell because you got to go follow that person. You follow them, right? You talking to them. Now you see them posting something and you like, oh, what's that? You feel me? The girl's going to call it X. The guy's going to call it, red flags or whatever. And, it's stuff you can control. But at the same time, it's just a culture to always be putting something out on social. So what happens is you start liking somebody, man, niggas will start liking somebody and go like 10 years down in their Facebook or Instagram and be like, oh, bro, I ain't like when she posted that. That shit just look weird. And I'm like, bro, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that was 2 years ago. That was 10 years ago. That was 5 years ago. But because it's still there, it's your digital footprint. You feel me? So I think everyone's just nervous. I think that's what it really is. You feel
situationships that people want a relationship, but they're just really hesitant right now. Speaking of which, I also think promiscuity and stuff like situationships have ruined people's desire or need for commitment. People would rather have these ephemeral, short-lived pleasures rather than actually building a long-lasting, genuine relationship. Even if casually having sex with strangers is an emotionally unfulfilling and hollow experience due to the
Yo, that's a funny pick. I mean, yeah, this is a big thing, man. And I'm going to just speak for myself. I'm not going to speak for y'all, but promiscuity or having sex with people you're not in love with, that it's just, I don't know if there was an era where maybe, like, actually, we could probably say there were eras where it was more common to have sex with people that you're in love with. You feel me? But yeah, today, man, it's at all-time lows. I mean, niggas will crash out and just do anything because, oh, bro, I was drunk or horny. And it's like the self-control is out of this world, man. I mean, yeah, I don't want to get too much into me because that's the problem. If I start spilling my beans on some, and not spilling my beans that I got them, but like spilling my beans in terms of talking about past experiences, it's going to sound, I feel like it's just going to come across as a little corny, but yeah.
Lack of emotional connection. I mean, don't you guys think it's a bit strange that hookup culture is more prevalent than ever, yet our generation is also considered the loneliest? That really makes you think, huh? I'm starting to get sick of the gender wars when it comes to dating. And if you don't know what the gender wars is, it's basically men and women listing all the reasons that they fucking hate each other. And keep in mind, I think that there are things that you...
I agree with this, man. If you've been watching this stream, then you know that I have not engaged in gender wars at all. Because it is the single dumbest thing that has hit the algorithms, bro. Men need to do this. If you're not coming like this on the first date, then what the fuck are we even talking about? The men, bro, she need to be submissive, bro, like from day one, or that's not a woman, my nigga. If she not submitting herself, like these girls, they be hoeing, bro. They da. These niggas, they not shit, da, bro. It's the most degenerate. Like it's gotten bad, bro. The gender wars is just that it's at all-time highs. You feel me? I tell people all this all the time. I love women. And not just women that I'm with, or women that are my mom, or women that are my sister. I love women, period. I see them as necessary. I'm like, yo, if women didn't exist, as men, we'd be fucked. You feel me? No pun intended, pause. And vice versa, I'm like, yo, I think men are needed, right? And I think we need each other. So when people are trying to talk shit about a whole entire gender, I think they've just immediately missed the plot. You feel me? Because you need a man and a woman in a household. But see, let me not even say that. Men and women need each other. That's all I'm going to say. Men and women need each other. And when we act like we don't, we missing the plot every time. You feel me? Because it's not going to solve our problems bashing the other gender. It's more so how can we work together? You know what I'm saying? And that's why even this whole stream, I'm saying, why does dating suck today? But I'm not pointing at either gender. I'm pointing at just us as a culture. You feel me? We're not picking up what we need to. So
you can very fairly criticize both men and women for when it comes to relationships. I'm actually planning on making a video like this myself, but to me there's a difference between a fair criticism of a gender's actions and saying that entire gender is irredeemable trash. And when I say that, you probably already know actions. And
this is it right here. Like, it's okay, bro, to say you don't,
and saying that
this is it right here. Like, it's okay to say you don't like the guys you mess with or the girls you mess with, but then to say the whole gender is trash, like, that's zero IQ. Like, zero IQ. That is like, that's first grade math. You feel me? Because there's one bad apple in the tree, you don't chop the damn tree down. Because there's one bad fish don't mean you dry up the lake. Because you had one bad experience don't mean you stop experiencing for the rest of your life. Because you fell off the bike don't mean you throw that damn bike away. Ooh, pastor, that could be a sermon. Let me hold it down. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be clipping this one up off. What? Stop. Just because of your bad decision, your bad mistake, or a bad person, or a bad egg, don't mean you stop eating eggs for breakfast. Pastor, let me stop now. Let me stop now. I'm having fun today, man. You feel me? I told y'all we was going to get back and have this fun, brody. But yeah, man, it's got to stop. And to my men, it's the same thing. My homies, you can never trust. You feel me? I was just talking with my homies. He said, bro, I'm a DNA test my kid. I said, yo, if you married? He said, yeah. I said, yo, if you on the second, third kid? He said, yeah. I'm like, come on, gang. Now, granted, he did call me out about the prenup. I'll be real with you. But that's a whole separate, you feel me? DNA testing your kid in a prenup is not the same thing.
Entire gender is irredeemable trash. And when I say that, you probably already know the exact type of people I'm talking about. I'm talking about men who think that all women are a bunch of nasty whores, or women who think that all men are a bunch of disgusting perverts. I fucking hate both of you. Mentally unstable women get left hanging on a one-night stand and decide today is the day they're gonna be annoying on social media and announce that men ain't shit. And guys are no better. Guys get their heart broken once and then go home and post sad Bart Simpson edits and make dead.
Yo, niggas get their heart broken one time and use that to justify every bad action for the rest of their life. For the rest of their life. And I'm not going to fade you. It's character development. Every dude has got their heart broke with that one time. Like, and it's usually that first time. That one time. Get you out there. Feel me? You feel me? Start grabbing your chest a little bit. Stomach hurt for days. Can't even eat the same. You hooping legs this week. You in the weight room. You can't push the same. You feel me? But it's character development, man. I think, and I don't wish it on people, but truly, I think heartbreak is necessary. I think you're only going to ever value love if you've had your heart broken before. Now, that being said, there are different types of heartbreaks. I wouldn't wish some types of heartbreaks on y'all that I've seen happen to others. You feel me? But for the most part, a simple heartbreak of I really like the person, I thought it was us forever, and it just don't work out, I think that's needed. That's needed, bro. Because then you'll appreciate when you do have someone's trust and when you do so. You know what I'm saying? Because, yeah, bro, but for men, you can't use that, though. You can't use that to justify your dumbass actions and you acting a goof. You feel me? So you get back into it.
Rappers, their entire personality, talking about how all girls are the same. Like, shut your bitch ass up. Bitches ain't shit my ass, bro. Shut the fuck up, you broccoli top douchebag. Okay, jokes aside, I think that there's some level of truth to some of what is being said, but this blame the other gender for all my problems mentality is kind of dumb. I think because of all of the degeneracy, as I mentioned in the previous section, the trust between men and women has really faded in recent years. The divide between the genders is greater now than it has ever been. But if you stay inside of an echo chamber and are constantly shown the worst that the other gender has to offer on social media, of course you're gonna end up like this. We've gotten to a point where men and women are assuming the absolute worst in each other. It's actually kind of sad to see. I think.
Yeah, that's the whole piece to it for me. It's like people don't understand, bro. It's sad. Like when I see people hating on the opposite gender, I'm just like, bro, it's just sad. Like I'm like, damn, bro. You feel me? Like when I hear a woman say men aren't shit, I'm like, bro, you don't know a single good man in your life. That's sad. Like that's not even something worth shitting on men for. Like that's damn near you need some self-reflection at that point. Same thing with men. You don't know a single good woman in your life. Your mom. You feel me? Where your dad at? Your pops? Tough. Anyways, man, like I'm having fun today.
Women are assuming the absolute worst in each other. It's actually kind of sad to see. I think the reason this pisses me off so much is the fact that a lot of the people who do this are always the most insufferable pieces of shit. Both genders can be shitty people, yet most of these people want to glaze their gender and defend every toxic and terrible thing that they do. Also, I've noticed that most of the people who do this are almost always degenerates themselves, who don't want to self-reflect and fix their behavioral problems, so they just blame the other gender when all of their relationships fail. Like, yes, of course, honey, it's all 200 of your exes that were toxic. It's totally not you that's the problem. These people need to develop some self-awareness and realize they're just doing the exact same thing that they're complaining that the other gender is doing, but in reverse.
Damn, dude, this guy's tiny. He must be a dwarf. Sorry, I'm not interested in being friends with midgets. Midgets piss me off.
Imagine bringing your side.
All right, y'all. We back to nobody on the stream, but it was really nice to kick it with y'all, man. I gotta start posting these streams on socials more, man. Shout out to anybody who, you feel me, mess with us. And yeah, bro, the dating world, it's gonna get better, bro. I just tell you, my last thoughts on this is really just, bro, stick in it for the long haul. You know, if you're having trouble with the people you've had in the past, then one of two things has to change: either yourself, you feel me, or your surroundings. It's very simple. I tell people, yo, you every man I meet, not shit. Where are you meeting these men? Oh, I met this one at the club. I met this one at the other club. I went this one. You're meeting all these men past 10 p.m. at nighttime in a place with drinks and alcohol, inebriated. Probably need to switch up the scenery. I'll give you vice versa. Same thing with men. Yo, man, this girl, she a bot, bro. She this, bro. She just want money. Where are you meeting these women? You're meeting them at a club past 10 p.m. inebriated. Or maybe it's the apps. The apps are getting you killed. You might need to change them filters, gang. But it's either you change yourself or you change your surroundings. What can you do with your surroundings? Don't try to meet people for romantic relationships in bad spots. I tell people all the time, hey, you want to meet people? Go to church. I got a buddy that goes to church. He meets the most beautiful, the nicest ladies. I'm telling you, you think I'm lying, but okay. You know, maybe you're not going to church. I get that. You feel me? Go to book club. Hey, I've been cracking all my jokes, but go to run club. I went to Mad Miles. I've said, well, yeah, there's a bunch of young, attractive people here. If you want to get to know people, it's a great place to go, man. It's a lot of stuff out there, but you get to control it, brother. You get to control it, sis. Go to the job fair or the job conference. You feel me? You're gonna meet some beautiful people, bro. You go to that job fair, job conference, you're gonna meet some good looking people that got it going on, man. That are employed. Cause that seems to be the big thing these days, man. So, you know, like control where you meet people, that's your surroundings, and then controlling yourself. You know? Maybe you have a tendency to like certain traits in people that you shouldn't be liking for whatever traumas that have maybe stemmed in the past. You can
Project to life.
you can change that about yourself, right? Over time, maybe you go into therapy and saying, hey, get into the bottom of why do I like and look for these types of people? You feel me? And saying with yourself, having that moment of self-reflection, you know what? I've gone after this for so long. Let me go after this now. I've gone off after this for so far. Let me switch that up now. You made the change in yourself, and you're going to see it manifest into your real life, man. So that's my advice. You know, I always got to leave y'all with solutions, man. Great stream, 30 minutes on the dot. We out.